down to the store two houses down really quick. I'll be back as soon as I can.
Yo, sounds good. All right. This stream should be way better quality after upgrading my internet. Since I've got a good 40 megabits upstream, so it ought to stay in the green. It's still 20 minutes after one start the tournament. Dum 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 dum. Hey, you're back. Maybe. Jazz, you back?
Should I just be like, come inside if y'all want to? Brian left us here?
Yeah, found it on the couch. Sorry.
You were annoying, so I couldn't put my drink in the fridge.
So you back? Oi. You back?
Stroganoff or bacon?
Okay.
Just waiting for a friend to
29.
finish.
But, no. Yeah, you didn't tell me, you said it might. If I don't wake up, then I don't wake up, so I might be a little late. 5:30 is too fucking early for me to be ready for anything.
Dum-de-dum-de-dum. I'm gonna grab a snack. Mute myself while I munch. And it's a return of the crunch. I'm gonna go ahead and spectate so I can.
Oh, it's nice in here.
So I can provide commentary.
What
This ought
up?
to be interesting.
Yeah. I mean, hey. God damn it. I'm almost 100% sure my cable's going out on my headset. It cuts.
Yeah. Oop, there we go. All right, let's get going.
Yeah.
So right out of the gate, it looks like there's kind of a clump of people hanging around the lead position, but nothing fancy so far. Looks like that transfer didn't get anybody. But Mini didn't quite make it. Looks like they had to reset.
Which one are you in? Neon tournament?
That is right. Password for that is 1532. Kind of already started it, but
Yeah, whatever.
should be able to get in. Yeah. All right. Looks like so far, Blue Fox and Good Gaming Dragon are tied for pole position with Kanaz right behind them. There's the first wing section, so it looks like I might have to split up here. Good Gaming Dragon is going one way. Kanaz and the Blue Fox are going separate way. And looks like I'm gonna have to.
I was
There's
trying to get
Kanaz,
lead,
Crazy
but
Eights.
Chase hasn't been getting off, and then he wants Ryan to go
Blue
with
Fox
him.
in the lead from what I can see.
It's not right. It's like fucking knew when he was going on time. Well, he's not getting off early enough
Yep.
at this point. Yeah,
He's got a
well,
pretty significant lead. Looks like he's
I know, and like that's what the thing is. Like I
taking
get
a
it,
few shorter
but that's what makes
routes.
it hard.
Minor setback. He wasn't able to quite stay on the track. And there he goes in the upside down portion with the lasers. He's making his way up through the corkscrew. And it looks like he's got a good, solid lead. Kanaz is about, say, 10 seconds behind. And looks like he's got this one in the bag from my perspective. And then off he goes. And then following up the Blue Fox. Yep. Looks like Blue Fox is officially in first. With Kanaz bringing up a close second. And there he goes. Alright, let's see who else we've got here. Crazy Eights, looks like they are securing third place on this map. What else we got? We've still got a fourth position open, and who is that going to be? Ooh. Wow, looks like Good Gaming Dragon came out of nowhere to secure that. So that is the first through fourth positions. Now, as this is the beginning of the tournament, and you kind of want to wait for people to show up, I'm not going to immediately advance to the next track, even though the first through fourth positions are the only ones that are going to be awarded. David Racer and my buddy Chaz are the only remaining players on the track. Now how do I switch characters? Keyboard. So it looks like David's going to be pulling up 6th place. Chaz closer to 7th.
Wrong button.
I wonder why the text is red, even though the area is. Oh, I get it, because the blue text isn't hazardous. Blue binary kind of text stuff. Oh, those are how I do it. Right. Got the camera focused on the car, but I still can't quite see what's going on. This view is truly superior. Get a really good idea of just exactly what's going on here. Oop, ouch. Didn't quite make it through that. Transfers. Free cam.
This shit is difficult.
Yeah, no, the sequence coming up,
Well, he also just needs both hands for the
use
keys
your grip instead
on
of
the game he's doing.
wings in order to get past that. But once you hit the this bit, well, I'm actually not sure if that's a checkpoint or not. But yeah, there we go.
Like his friend's a fucking beast.
Hey, there you go. You had a checkpoint. All right, so I'm just gonna tally the. Wins for this race. First race is going to be Blue, As, and Gaming. There we go. And about 20 seconds, we are moving on. Hey, you made it. Wow, that was close.
I mean, hey, I joined late.
All right, next is Hardline. Now this ought to be something worth watching. Only one course as far as I'm aware. And it's pretty tricky.
Well, let's do it.
All right, looks like Good Gaming Dragon and Blue Fox. Right up in front. There's a bunch of triggers here. Ooh. Looks like the Blue Fox and Kanaz taking an early lead. Securing first and second place. Blue Fox is trying to get a little bit of an extra distance on Kanaz over here. And it seems to have worked, partly because Kanaz was destroyed by an obstacle. Taking another small shortcut, hitting that checkpoint and moving on towards a more distant curve. Looks like the Blue Fox has really got this race kind of wrapped up. Ah, taking a shortcut I wasn't even aware about. Through there, and the poles. It looks like they're on the last leg with Kanaz following up. It looks like they've just about got this race secured, and Kanaz doesn't seem, barring, of course, some sort of catastrophic failure on the part of Blue Fox, like he'll be able to regain his lost ground. So, safe to assume those are going to be the first and second place people. Yeah. So Blue Fox placing first. Who are the runner-ups? Looks like it's Mini again and the Good Gaming Dragon. If I'm not mistaken, I believe Blue has had a bit of time to practice. Let's check in with Crazy Eights and Chaz down here on the earlier levels. Looks like those corkscrews are giving you a bit of trouble, aren't they? Corkscrews and the transfers. Yeah, you want to make sure you engage grip on this section in order to hold your ground. And don't be afraid to let go of boost if you need to. Alright, let's see, what are we at? Blue Fox and Kanaz so far. And people being placed. Looks like David's bringing up the rear here.
That's why I like having like at least a little bit of there. Really shitty part of the clip.
There you are. Through the checkpoints, avoid the laser pillars. Looks like Chaz just a bit behind Crazy Eights, and Mini appears to have secured fourth. So those are our placers. I'm not supposed to use Shift Tab. Alright. Crazy Eights and Chaz out towards the front together. Making their way down the road. There appear to be some gravity slowdowns, as I've noticed. A good deal of drag on some of these sections. Looks like Crazy Eights just hit the finish line, which is, in this case, it's really bright light. Alright, and Chaz bringing up the rear. As I was joining the stream a bit late. David Racer just in the back. Trying to make his way through these vibrating kill grids. And then it looks like Zabuza has just joined us. I'm not sure if he's going to be able to finish this race up, but let's see how he does. Well, there we go.
Over.
Spectate. All right, right out of the gate. This is one of my favorite synthwave type maps just because of the aesthetic. Look at that moon. Ooh, and look at that shimmering water. Oh, just so beautifully created. It looks like Mini is taking a detour right off of that bridge, but wow, Kanaz and Blue Fox not messing around. They're going for the gold here, or diamond in this case, taking as many shortcuts as they need and only sticking to the track when it serves their purposes. They are way out in front. Just hitting barely enough track to keep them afloat, going in practically a straight line here. All right, looks like there's a little bit of a portal there. It looks like Zabuza's not too far behind Kanaz and the Blue Fox, but they've done some practicing on these maps, I can tell, because the times that they are getting, they know exactly the right line to take, and they are not messing around. Very few mistakes, if any, being made by these two. Good Gaming Dragon bringing up third place so far, with Zabuza close behind, and it looks like these two have got it in the bag, although in this particular case, it appears to be Kanaz that has the edge, because he is managing his speed a little bit better. But let's check in with some of the other racers here. It looks like Zabuza Boy and Crazy Eights, and Good Gaming Dragon as well. Good Gaming Dragon and Crazy Eights are taking the traditional path through this level. Zabuza is taking some of the shortcuts, not as many as several of the others. Let's go ahead and... Yes, Blue Fox, I don't think was quite quick enough to beat Kanaz. Breaking Blue's streak there. And then Zabuza in third, with what looks like Crazy Eights in fourth. Do I hear kitty?
Yes.
Ooh, what kind of kitty is that?
A black one.
Nice. It's the season.
Yeah, it's true.
So Minnie and David still in the earlier sections. Looks like Chaz secured 6th.
Damn, I didn't think I was that far behind.
Well, you're third from the last, so that's not bad at all.
Oh yeah. Damn, minute 35. Holy fuck.
Yeah, you can't like take most of the track. You just kind of gotta jump off like the tops of the buildings and you gotta make a pretty Spartan run. David, if you can hear me, yeah, I just reset.
I love you.
All right, let's keep going. This time it's overdrive. Bit of a break from kind of the more advanced tracks here. All right. Looks like it's a bit of a more consistent grouping here. David just a bit behind everybody else in kind of a clump. That can be kind of unpleasant starting off. And in case you didn't know, this map uses these fun things called warp anchors that make it hard to follow with a free cam. So I'm just going to go ahead and skip through using the more car following cam, so I don't have to kind of float through the level or anything like that. Looks like Blue Fox is already taking it off-road by taking a break from the road terrain. And he appears to be at the front, kind of on his own here. Kanaz close behind. And it looks like it's cycling through these in an order of least to most. So maybe if I... Yeah. Alright, Blue Fox pulling up first, then Kanaz. Crazy Eights. Then Chaz. Zab, Mini. Looks like Blue did some good preparing for this tournament. Let's see, bringing up 7th. It's Chaz over here, David in 8th, which has been the trend. Zabazaz bringing up 6th. Looks like those are the only 3 still left in the tournament. Because of the nature of this map, did not quite get to follow everybody as closely as I would have liked. But it looks like the results are in here. Just gonna take these down. The 4th map is Fox, Kanaz, Crazy Eights, and Mini. I hope the sound balancing is all right. I kind of just made some guesstimations based on like on what it looked like in OBS as far as where the sound levels were, making sure the mics were louder than the in-game volume and that both mics were processed separately. Victor Valley. That was a perfectly timed crash. This I don't think has any warp anchors, so I will resume my free floating spectator action. And there they go on a long stretch of road. Wow, I can sure see everything from here. Wish I'd set up my controller for camera controls. It'd be a lot smoother than this. Hey, look at that. Taking the first shortcut they see. And everybody else going through the tunnel around the other area. As you can see, they just skip from track to track so they don't have to make any unnecessary turns. It's almost a straight shot from the first to the finish. Ooh! Who did not quite have enough clearance for that jump. So he was not able to keep up with Kanaz. Just now took the lead. Luckily for him. Bunch of saws on this side area. Looks like Blue is taking up what time he lost. So Blue officially in first. Again, he's doing very well this tournament. Kanaz looks like he lost a good bit of time, but he's the only one taking the middle route, so he more than make up for it. All right, let's see here. Good Gaming Dragon bringing up 3rd, and then Crazy Eights in 4th. Both of them look like they want to stick to the main track. So they are losing a bit of time there. Coming around the corner up into that final loop. That's an opportunity for Crazy Eights to overtake Good Gaming Dragon if Gaming takes the loop and Crazy skips it. Which, oh, looks like they both skipped it. Wow. Crazy Eights did not quite make it through though. All right, so we've got our, yes, our 3rd and 4th positions. Now to see how everybody else is doing. looks like through the loops, around the corners, David, Minnie, Chaz, and Zabuza. Zabuza bringing up 5th, Minnie not quite making it 6th. David, it looks like, is going to secure 6th place, followed by Chaz and Minnie.
Not really. What am I doing?
All right. Now to take down everybody's times. All right. Here comes Vibe. Don't know much about this level. Don't really remember kind of what it is or, you know. Oh, yeah, this one. This is one of the official Vaporwave-ish levels. This one actually requires some track skipping, so it'll be interesting to see how everybody acclimates to that. Luckily for me, I can get a good overhead view, not too many portals. So we won't be super up close, but as you can see, wow, several people just went right through those pop-ups. Or around them. Yeah. There Blue goes again, using the old tried and true strategy of taking the straightest line through any situation. And here's some laser grids. Now these are tricky because the grids themselves are transparent. You have to go through the clearest part individually. There they go. All right, out of the tunnel, and Blue Fox has got a hell of a lead. This time, however, interestingly enough, followed by Zabuza, who has traditionally taken 4th or 5th place. Let's see where this goes. Looks like Blue Fox is really protecting his lead there, not slowing down, not taking any time to cool off from heating up, making sure to use those jumps to get every electron volt that he has available to him, handling those saws like a champ. He's got the timings memorized, I'm sure. And going through the wing portions is not blinking an eye. He has got a handle on this entire level. He's got every bit mapped out. Down through the tunnel area into the sea underneath. Wow, I forgot about this. He's got some fish hanging out, glowing sea creatures, sea animals. There he goes through the tubes, kind of a Water Realms-esque area here in an aquatic cave, which I'm looking at from the outside. It's nice ocean atmosphere ambience. This is what you get when you have professionals taking a crack at this atmosphere, and instead of just me or some other random person. But yeah, it looks like Zabuza, Kanaz, more than picked up his lead there. Fox taking it all the way down into the depths of this level and into the end, escaping with his custom finish message. All right, looks like Kanaz bringing up 2nd, closely followed by Zabuza. If Kanaz does not quite make it through some of these transfers, I can totally see Zabuza making up his lead. So Kanaz will have to white knuckle it all the way to the finish if he wants to secure 2nd place. And it's looking pretty neck and neck between Kanaz and Blue here, with Blue having a little bit more of an advantage in the tournament so far. And Zabuza looks like he's got a good hold on 3rd place. There they go. Not much that can stop him now. Just a straight drop. Good Gaming Dragon bringing up 4th, and let's see what everybody else is up to. Crazy 8 looks like he has got a hold on 5th place. Doesn't look like there's anybody behind him for quite a while now. This is a bit of a more advanced map, so you can see why some of the other players might not be keeping as tight of a lead behind those who are in pole position. So it looks like Minnie is just behind everybody else here. Got a few of the winged zones. Those are going to be tricky if you want to maintain a low internal core temperature in your car. You're going to have to go through all of those targets, and some of them are quite small, so it might be a little bit tricky to get on the first try. for some of the people further back. So, looks like the placements here are Chaz, David Racer behind him, and Minnie in front. And it looks like, as far as our roster, that is what's left of everybody else here. Crazy on the last section, way down, kind of underneath the city here, outside of the neon skyscrapers and into some of the more rustic zones. All right, looks like Minnie took a bit of a lead on Chaz here, who is doing his best to go through all of the targets and doing a pretty good job at it so far. Ooh, not quite.
So right till the end.
Yeah, not quite at that last one. Looks, those are the toughest because you gain a lot of velocity since you're aiming downward, so you don't have as much time to aim. Get right in the middle. All right, so it looks like just about everybody. Let's see how Minnie's doing through the ground here. Kind of in the lower half of the transfer tube zone. Now this is a difficult area in its own right because you have to deal with a lot of saws, changes in gravity and orientation, transfers. You gotta have your wits about you. It's very much having to deal with more variables than just kind of being on a flat road and avoiding obstacles like pop-up blockers. But it looks like Chaz is coming down through the tube. Yes, there he goes. Made it through the first checkpoint, and now he is going to be in transfer hell. Let's see if he can keep it up.
As I just fly right off the fucking end. Oh, hell no.
Yep. It's, especially some of these gapped transfers, those ones are real tough. Because you've got to keep up enough momentum in order to not, oh, but it looks like the walls are solid here, so that's a good asset. Looks like David is the earlier part of the map. Let's go check and see how he's doing here.
God damn it.
Closer towards the front. His username keeps blinking in and out because there's a bit of distance between us. I'll try and navigate back to the front to see what's going on over here. I'm not sure if he's still moving. It doesn't look like he's going anywhere from what I can see over here. He may have left his car unattended, which is what it appears to be here. So I'll just go ahead and check back later. And once Chaz finishes, I think I'll just move on to the next level. Underneath.
God damn it.
Yep.
You can move on
Corners.
if you want, dude. I really don't care.
Oh, well. Yeah, in the interest of time, why not? Because we still got a few levels to go before this tournament is over. But before any of that happens, I have to record some names. So, Blue, Knaz, Seb, and on to the 7th. Now it's wired. Now this is the 4th to last level in the series.
It's all just hell, man. It's all just hell.
Speaking of, if we've got a little bit of time after this, I'll cut the stream, and then there's a level called Hell that I'm actually quite fond of that I would like to play. I believe it's included in the official level set. Yes, it's a nice looking level. Render distance is set very low on this level, so I'm going to really have to stick with the pack on this.
Oh my god.
Luckily, however, the velocity that I get with my sped up cam is, ooh. Okay, yeah, not quite fast enough apparently. So let's do some following cam. It looks like the Gaming Dragon and Knaz are taking the lead here. But it's always possible that blue is off. Oh, no. Looks like they made one too many mistakes on this level, or perhaps weren't quite prepared. Because they are a bit of a snafu here. Blue Fox is going a bit off-road at this point. However, looks like there's another one of those big jumps. Haven't played this level all the way through, so I can't tell just exactly what point they're at, but they look like they've got a good deal of space around them. So, I'm gonna go ahead and say that they're running with a bit of a lead for now. Man, my spectate cam does not like those high-speed collisions. It's not so much a fan of cars really making contact with the car at speeds like this. All right, Gaming Dragon bringing up second place in this level, looks like, behind Blue, with Mini just behind. Looks like Blue is officially secured first place. Gaming Dragon securing second. Mini looks like he's gonna be third here. Let's take a look. Crazy 8, it would seem, has a bit of a lead on Mini. It's possible that the camera switching algorithms didn't quite take that into account, because it's going backwards instead of from first to last like it ought to. There's Kanaz. Looks like he took one too many wrong turns, but you still have to admire his form. He's got a great amount of control over his car, and he's really using that to his advantage. He's really really taken the time to kind of show off the level of grace he can pilot his machine with, and off into the second with a nice grind at the end. All right, I believe that's the first and fourth positions filled. Now let's check in with everybody else. All right, looks like Chaz taking a long dive down the track into the neon buildings here, still hitting those checkpoints, looking like he's making some solid progress, not as at a high velocity, but doing good for himself. David's still towards the front, getting the hang of those transfers, making his way through the checkpoint. Not quite at ease with 90-degree transfers just yet. That takes a while, and there's a good amount of an adjustment period where the brain short circuits and moves the car in the wrong manner. All right, so it looks like it's down to David and Chaz. Chaz having a little bit of a lead. David's making his way through the checkpoints, resetting once he hits them, which is a respectable strategy. All right, looks like Chaz is at the super digital part of the map where the textures on the buildings start to decide that they are no longer content with remaining still. Another 180-degree transfer executed beautifully. Another 90-degree upside down transfer. Looks like he's got a bit of a problem with that. Could have made it up that building, but resetting saves about as much time when you aren't comfortable with a 270-degree transfer, which would have been what was necessary in order to recover from an upside down 90-degree. All right. Angling it.
God damn it.
Looks like, given that another try, let's check in with David here. He's at, I believe, the second launch point, making it further towards the end of the track. Around the curves, through the corkscrew, catching up with Chaz.
Oh wow, I can't even fucking do that now.
Making the 80-180-degree transfer, but the 90, upside down 90, is giving him trouble as well. If I can, oh well, looks like you've got that figured out. And a decent recovery from hitting the wrong side of an upside down 90. Now we just need to get to the next checkpoint. All that work will have been for nothing. Oh, you're in the home stretch, my friend. There's the exit there. All right, looks like both of you are fairly close to the end of the track. David, time
I
crunch,
suck.
60 seconds. Well, you're new. But I'm glad you're participating in the tournament. It's always fun to have that variety. I mean, if it was just people who kind of knew what they were doing, it'd be over like in no time, you know. It'd just be kind of like we have the races, move on
Yeah.
every like 2-3 minutes, and then kind of that's that, you know.
Yeah. Nice to watch someone fail hysterically.
Distance is it's not a game that that makes it easy for people to succeed, especially in
Oh hell no,
the
it's
later
not.
levels. Yeah, it's very much about you just got to figure it out.
Control. That's all it is.
Yep. It's all about control and awareness of your momentum and gravity. The awareness of your environment is almost as important. Ooh, barely away from a DNF. Okay, let's see. All right, let's move on. Now we're getting into the Dreamwave levels. Now these aren't official levels, and to be honest with you, I have not played these before. They're sort of longer, so this will be interesting to make commentary on.
Oh great. Little dimples all over the road.
Those are spikes.
Yeah, I'm gonna call them dimples.
Dimples they are then. Those are more like rhythm pads. Like if this was like Guitar Hero, then you'd have to switch between them in order to. You know what it reminds me of? It reminds me of like Thumper. You
Yeah.
got to switch tracks in order to hit the things. Looks like everybody's in a clump heading out of the gate. Ooh. Chaz ate one of those blocks, veered off into the ocean. But it looks like there's no clear leader. Micro's got a bit of an advantage as far as distance is concerned, mostly from keeping his car as straight as he could, I'm assuming here. And he is only accentuating that, extenuating it. Looks like introducing some variance in the way that the roads hook together. Got to make sure you hit those transfers correctly. Interesting checkpoints. And then this is where those Vaporwave chocolate chips start becoming a problem. I'm sure that's like a MIDI sequence or something. Like if you were to take that and transpose it into, say, for example, like a, I don't know, piano synthesizer or something like that, then it'd come out something. Ooh, Blue Fox and Crazy Eights. Yeah, this is much more of an endurance test than anything else. Bouncing balls, a bunch of spikes on the road, just long stretches where that's what you got to do is just avoid the obstacles. Very simple, more a test of kind of your integrity than your control over your car. You've just got to react quickly and you've got to keep going no matter what. You cannot let go of boost or else somebody will overtake you because it's all just one straight sword shot down to the end of the entire level, which looks to be right over here. So it looks like Blue has got the pole position secured, being quickly followed up by Gaming Dragon, Kanaz, and Crazy Eights. Oh, I spoke too soon. There's quite a bit of distance despite all these filters, but now visibility becomes a bit of an issue and the obstacles are moving around. They follow you, they slide around the track, they do not stay still. Looks like there's some wall kissing going on. Even the best still mess up sometimes. So good Gaming Dragon, he's used that to take a little bit of a lead. He's taken it a bit more slowly, not taking as many risks, but it looks like even he was not prepared for that last section. Missing some end caps there. Blue Fox in the lead again, followed by Crazy Eights and Kanaz. Kanaz is trying to pick up a little bit of his lead by grip flying, so he avoids making turns. Not going too well for him. It looks like he's lost a bit of ground. Blue Fox out right in the pole position and secured first place. followed by Kanaz, because it looks like Good Gaming Dragon hit some hard times on these switching roads. Crazy Eights coming up in third. Zabuza and Gaming Dragon looks like they are currently duking it out for fourth place. Which one of them will it be? Let's see here. Zabuza, I believe, has got the advantage, unless he makes a very unfortunate mistake, which he does not. All right, so it looks like David hanging around on the spikes section, still towards the beginning of the level. Good Gaming Dragon securing 5th place from what I see on the back of his car. Mini coming up in 6th, and Chaz coming up in 7th, from what I can see. Now, Chaz, as I'm sure you heard me mention, this section is a bit difficult because the obstacles move around. They move back and forth, so don't expect them to stay in one place. Yep. They might come at you a little bit fast and kind of abruptly move around. All right, let's see. David's still trying to make his way through the bouncing balls. Now, those chrome balls can be difficult if you don't memorize the timing, because unless you are thinking in terms of where they're going to be instead of where they are, it is easy to collide. Looks like David pulled it off. And back to the very low obstacles. Looks like Chaz is on the last segment of the map, securing for himself. Let's find out. 6th. Now let's record. And tally the winning votes here. All right, so we've got 2 more maps in this playlist and 1 more allotted hour in which to do them. The maps are also Dreamwave stage maps. There are 3 in total, all by F-Zero Man, all using kind of the same gimmicks of what you can kind of see here as more of an obstacle course than a parkour course. All right. Now, 60 seconds left. I can't quite see the timer on the back of his car because of the color gradients, but I'm assuming it's less than 30 seconds, as it was. Moving on. Looks like there are 10 maps in this playlist, not 9, as I originally commented. Now this stage is a bit more interesting. You can see a Lamborghini composed out of simples.
Radmobile. Rad.
And an entire neon city in the background. So much more environment than the previous stage. All right. There they go. Oh, looks like there is some automated traffic, some radmobiles coming onto the road. So some animated obstacles. So that ought to mix things up. You've got to watch out for traffic, which is going to be scripted to the road, as you can see with the cars that are hanging out here. Not going quite as fast as you'd expect from a Radmobile, but hey. And Knaz and Blue Fox are really tied. Looks like there's some glass walls. Those are going to be tricky to keep up with in order to stay on the track. And it looks like Chaz is doing a pretty good job staying with the pack right in first. It looks like this is just his type of map. Avoiding those obstacles just at the right second and making sure he stays close to the inside of the track. He's making good time, securing a second place for the first time in this tournament. But now, of course, the light cycles. Now this is going to be a great equalizer. If you don't time the collisions just right, you could end up touching the forbidden grid, which is what just happened to both Blue Fox and Chaz. And now, looks like it's time to go into the tunnel. Now this is really cramped space, so avoiding the obstacles while going at top speed is going to be really hard to pull off, especially at less than 60 frames per second, which I'm aware some of the contestants are working with. So making it through that tunnel is a feat in and of itself. Looks like the Good Gaming Dragon is out in front for the first time this tournament. He has a really solid lead. If he can keep it up, he will secure a first place position for himself in this map, because it looks like the majority of it is a straight shot to the finish, which I believe I am looking at from right here. Not a whole lot of obstacles on the road except for neon rocks and probably a little bit more live traffic, although this time going the opposite way. Blue Fox is catching up with Knaz, tied neck and neck. They are right on top of each other. Their names are overlapping. Good Gaming Dragon, however, is not letting up, not making any mistakes so far. Let's see if he can keep that streak going. Some different obstacles coming up, a few pop-ups, and a lot more busyness on the screen. A bunch of particles, a bunch of visual noise that will make it difficult to see any obstacles on the road and keep his position, which looks like just got to him, which is a tragedy considering the type of lead he had. Blue Fox is keeping up fairly well through these harder sections, which will be more demanding on any machine, even mine. I'm getting a few frames here, and Blue Fox once again hitting in first. It looks like from the way things are going, he has secured that position, with Good Gaming Dragon picking up third and Knaz in second. Now, let's see who's coming up in fourth. Looks like it is Zabuza. Wow. Coming up in fourth place. And let's see what everybody else is doing on the earlier stages of the map, this nice grid. And making it from that last checkpoint to the next one is going to be an ordeal, because there is a great amount of distance between the last checkpoint and the next one. I believe kind of where my mouse is right now on the track. If not, oh no, just right here, yellow checkpoints. And Crazy Eights has separated himself from Chaz, who is now officially in last place, which I'm sure feels great.
It feels amazing, man. I'm having a baller time. Pink's a great color for me, isn't it?
Oh yeah, It looks fantastic on you.
God damn it!
You might want to slow down when you run into an obstacle. Taking the time to deal with them as they come can save a lot of time recapping from the last checkpoint.
Oh my god. Fucking updates. Fix that shit.
If you don't feel like finishing the level, you can just hit spectate from the escape menu, and it'll take you into free cam mode, which is a feature I'm thinking you didn't know about. So just putting that out there. Oh my. We've got a new contestant. Joining at the last second towards the end of the stream. Oh, which I just remembered. I have not checked the stream chat in a while. Viewers have remained just about consistent. Chaz and Crazy Eights about the same
God damn it.
positions. Yeah, it's tricky to get right in the middle, especially if you're dealing with a little bit of input lag, which I'm thinking on your hardware is probably a bit of a thing.
Lag is my life, man. I got this.
Hey man, I won't judge. We all got our own thing.
God
I mean,
damn it.
a lag fetish is a bit bizarre, but hey.
I mean, hey, there's fucking guys that get off to balloons. Lag
Balloons.
isn't all too much all that bad.
Balloons are in vogue this time of year, with It Chapter 2 being released.
Oh yeah, I know. Yeah, I can't wait to see that movie though.
I actually just saw it. To be honest, though, I didn't think it was super scary.
I mean, have you seen the original though?
Yeah.
Because I mean, the original's not all that scary either.
Well, the original part 2 wasn't all that scary. I think, like, the first part is, there's just more material to work with, like scarier stuff. And the second one, yeah. There you go. Threading the needle there. Ooh, that was close. Ooh, boy! That would have been a pain in the ass if you had to restart from the beginning.
Yeah.
Oh, alright, looks like this... Ooh. Now that's a traffic collision.
What?
If you're watching the spectate, then you saw that guy just got yeeted by a light cycle.
Yeah. Dude, I was stuck on that part for so long.
On the what?
The light cycle part?
Oh, yeah, yeah. Yeah, these kind of come out of nowhere, don't they?
Yeah, literally. Like, it wasn't even me running, like, into the beam or anything. It was them just fucking hitting me.
Yep. Okay, recording times and following the trend. Waiting for 4 players to finish. No, I doubt that. Okay, Dreamwave Stage 3, everyone. Final map on this stream. Are you ready?
Rumble!
Let's get ready to rumble.
Purple and pink unicorns, let's do it.
Oh yeah, you know that does it for me. Whoa, whoa. Whoa. Now that's some, this is some real Guitar Hero aesthetic. Damn, you really cranked it up a notch on this one. Dual unicorns. Whew. Now that is going to be tricky to stay on the track.
Dude, you can't even see the shit.
Yeah, it's kind of tricky to see from this perspective. You just got to kind of...
Oh!
Yep. Whoa, nice. Nice one. You seem to be pretty good with these jump tables. It looks like the ground. Oh my. Oh my, oh my, oh my. Yeah, watch out here. These can be really unpredictable. They move in a diagonal fashion. So as soon as ooh, yeah. As soon as you see one moving, you got to move yourself. It looks like Blue Fox is having a decent time avoiding them. So this is what it looks like in the place under hell. Ooh, floating tabs. Yeah, from up above, I was just like, what? How do you get past that? How do you get through this? Seems like you just go through some of them, but it's because you're going underneath. Wow, Blue Fox has really got a handle on this style of map at this point, I do believe. But, yep, that's what I thought. This section's going to trip anybody up. You might want to be a little bit liberal in your use of the brake mechanic here, because when you see a wall is coming down, it's easier to just brake and then try it again instead of start from the first checkpoint. You make more progress that way. And I don't believe there is a way to follow a full line through here. It looks like you'll see that with what Good Gaming Dragon is doing and the Blue Fox as well. They are not, they're not taking a fast route anymore. They are waiting until they have the clearance, the green light to get through these sections. And it looks like that worked out for Blue Fox the first, but Chaz, you've still got a decent lead, so take advantage of that while you can. And oh my, here come the dominoes. I have no idea just exactly what the gimmick of this section is, but I kind of dig it, gonna be honest with you. It's nice. And it looks like, I believe you're gonna have to stay within the rings on this next section. Yep, invisible kill grids. You only see the rings, you don't see the kill grids until it's too late. So it's threading the needle back and forth, going from position to position on a two-dimensional plane, more of a traditional driving and kind of reaction game. It's about how quickly you can move from one spot to the next. And unlike traditional driving games, you don't have to deal with drift or any other scenario where you lose control of your car. And it looks like Blue Fox has again secured first place. I believe securing first place in the tournament. Closely followed by the Good Gaming Dragon. Let's check in with some of our other fellas here. Crazy Eights looks like taken on third place. Knaz is not having any of that and is using infinite boost to its fullest potential to just kind of skip the majority of parts of the track, and it looks like he got really lucky just now. If you saw, he just barely avoided a hill grid, and that would have ended his hold on, I believe, 5th at this point, or 4th. Oh my, oh, that is tragic. Yeah, I would have left the match to spectate as well. I didn't hit a checkpoint until he got to the very end, so the amount of time that he lost was significant. Alright, looks like Chaz.
I'm having difficulties.
he's still at the section of that relies on timing. You're doing good, but
God damn it.
Don't push your luck. You got through most of the sections with boost consistently held down, but I don't think like you can get
No.
through all of it without slowing down at least. What I would do is just let off of a break when you're in a segment that requires you to hold up a little bit.
Right there. Be smarter.
Yep. Would have been ideal, but it looks like Zabuza has headed on out of here. It's the end of the playlist anyway. But since we've got a first through fourth, I'm going to go ahead and calculate the placement. All right. Now, so first comes...
Yeah, get one off you? Yeah, I
Nas-
could get one off of you.
Yeah. Your pack's coming. Your
Tally. So 4, 3, 2, 1, 8, 5, 3.
Was that the last one?
Yeah, it was.
Well, I came roughly 6th, 7th, or last. Either which one works.
I didn't even keep track of people who didn't get a didn't get a first through fourth position.
Hey, that's completely fine.
That's all
I'm
right.
gonna go smoke.
Yep. Yeah, as soon as I wrap up the stream, announce the winners, and I don't know, say a few
450.
congratulatory words, then I'll go ahead and. Oh no!
That's why.
Back to game lobby. Okay. Doop. Let's see. Actually, let's go ahead and move this over here so y'all can see what I'm tallying up here. So, 27. That would be 9. That would be 7, 5, 1, 21, 7, 5, 35 here, 24 here. 11 here. And 6. That would be 39. 14. Okay. 9. All right. So. Dum dum dum. Dum dum dum.
I'm trying to come out.
Alrighty.
It's like halfway.
All right. Thanks for everybody who watched, everybody who participated. I'm going to go ahead and end the stream now. Hopefully the quality is a lot better than what it has been in the past, since I got a little bit better of an upload speed. But I am going to be assigning roles over Discord and maybe some random extra prices. So if you placed, I will get in touch with you. And as always, I'll see you guys next time. Hopefully in the future we'll do more of these streams, but we'll see.